So welcome guys. I am starting a new session for IoT learners called Project Decode, and this is the first part of this series. And in this session, basically IoT session, we will recreate the already existing IoT projects uh, which are uh, beneficial or which are very good. So in this session we will do Arduino coding for that project, discuss the circuit connections and do it from scratch, and we will also set up the project with the IoT platform. And the platform which is used in this project is basically Blink. And so let's start. First we will see the project which we will discuss in this session, and I will recreate this project and will provide you everything like every code and circuit diagram, everything. Let's see the project first. So this is a project Smart Highway, and in this project it is a basically IoT based project, and let's see the project. I will discuss with the video first.
Hello everyone, we are from IMS Engineering College, EN Department, final year. Our project name is IoT based energy management system. Here we are producing energy by two sources.
First source is wind energy, second source is solar energy. हम इस हाइब्रिड एनर्जी को अपने बैटरी सोर्स में स्टोर कर रहे हैं. इसके बाद हम इस
Basically they have said that they have two energy sources, wind energy and solar energy, and they use these sources to store the energy in this this battery. And and we will see after.
एनर्जी को तीन तरीके से यूज कर रहे हैं. पहला है स्ट्रीट लाइट, दूसरा है चार्जिंग स्टेशन, तीसरा है इरिगेशन सिस्टम.
And the energy which is stored here is used by three sources. The first source is the smart street light system. These three, as you can see here, the electric poles on the highway. And the second one is the charging system on the roads, as you can see here, these three. And the third one is the irrigation system right beside this guy. And these three sources are utilizing these energies, and how these sources are very efficient, and this project is very good. You can see it later, you can watch.
हम अपने स्मार्ट स्ट्रीट लाइट को दो तरीके से ऑपरेट कर रहे हैं. पहला है ऑटोमेटिक, दूसरा है मैनुअल. ऑटोमेटिक में ऊपर हमें एलडीआर सेंसर लगाए हैं. जैसे ही दिन हुआ करेगी सारी लाइटें ऑफ हो जाया करेंगी. जैसे ही रात हुआ करेंगे सारी लाइटें 30% इंटेंसिटी के साथ ऑन हो जाएगी.
So the project, in this project, they have on these electric poles they have put LDR sensors on the top of these poles. So when dark, that is night detected, the electric lights of these poles are turned on, and in daytime these lights are turned off automatically.
जब कार यहाँ से पास होंगी तो ये लाइटें 100% हो जाया करेंगी. जिस पोल के नजदीक हुआ करेगी उस पोल की लाइट 100% हो जाएगी. ऐसे
And the at night, when these lights are not just turned on, these lights are turned on at 30% intensity, only 30% brightness. And when a car passed these electric poles on the road, it is detected, and after that these light will switch to 100% intensity brightness. So this is quite beneficial, and this is quite good thing to utilize energy and to save energy. So let's see.
ऐसे ही हम लोग इसे मैनुअल भी करेंगे. मैनुअल में इसे हम ऐप या कंप्यूटर के थ्रू ऑपरेट करेंगे.
So this is the automatic system, and you can also switch on switch off these lights, or control all this system from manually by an application, by mobile application. So this guy is using a mobile application, which is basically he's using an application Blink, which is created on Blink IoT platform. And we will also create these things on this session. Let's see.
यहाँ पे हम अपने मोबाइल फोन के थ्रू इसे ऑन ऑफ करेंगे. ऐप, ये हमारा ऐप रहा. इससे हम लाइटें ऑन कर रहे हैं, इससे हम लाइटें ऑफ कर रहे हैं. इस सारी लाइटें 30% इंटेंसिटी के साथ ऑन हो रही हैं. इसके अलावा हम लोग हर पोल पे पैनिक बटन दिए हुए हैं. पोल नंबर 1, पोल नंबर 2, पोल नंबर 3.
So this another unique feature of this project is that they put basically panic buttons to each of these poles, each of these electric poles. Panic button is basically send an alert message or alert signal to the nearest police station or hospital when a crime or any panic situation happened, like many things happen, like woman harassment, or uh, or an accident, or any type of robbery. These types of panic button is useful for that purpose.
पैनिक बटन हम लोग इसलिए दिए हैं, मान लीजिए एक हाईवे पे किसी का एक्सीडेंट होता है, किसी की गाड़ी खराब होती है, तो जिस पोल के नजदीक रहेगा उस पोल का पैनिक बटन प्रेस करेगा तो हमारे ऐप में मैसेज आ जाएगा हेल्प के लिए। जैसे यहाँ पोल नंबर 1 का प्रेस किए तो मैसेज में आ गया है पोल नंबर 1। ऐसे ही पोल नंबर 2 है, ऐसे ही पोल नंबर 3 का भी हम लोग किए हुए हैं। इसके अलावा
So as anyone presses this panic button, the app will give basically it's providing a push notification to this application about that someone has in danger or something happened. This is directly notified on this platform, and if this platform is deployed on cloud or something, that is more beneficial, because it can be seen from everywhere, it can be observed from everywhere. So let's see.
इसमें मान लीजिए स्ट्रीट लाइट खराब होती है तो भी हमारे ऐप में मैसेज आ जाएगा कि उस पोल नंबर की स्ट्रीट लाइट खराब हुई है।
So this is the guys the project also implement one more good solution of smart city. Basically, in this solution they have also placed some sensors to detect anomalies in these street lights, or you can say these LDR sensors. If any anomaly happen in this sensor, the notification will be directly sent to the mobile application. Or you can say, if the same thing, we will build a dashboard for road transport department. They will be notified that this electric light is electric light is basically damaged, and they will provide their team to fix it as soon as possible, because in many areas of India there are still not they not even get notified of these types of damages, so they can't provide help. So this is quite good for smart city project, and this smart light system is very nice.
जैसे पोल नंबर 1 की स्ट्रीट लाइट खराब हुई है तो हमारे ऐप में मैसेज आ गया है कि स्ट्रीट लाइट 1 की लाइट डैमेज हो चुकी है। ऐसे ही पोल नंबर 2 का है, ऐसे ही पोल नंबर 3 का भी है। फिर जब हम इसे सही कर लेंगे तो ये हमारा इसमें ग्रीन सिग्नल देना शुरू कर देगा। जैसे यहाँ पे सारी लाइटें ऑन हो गई तो यहाँ पे सारा ग्रीन सिग्नल देना शुरू हो गया। इस साथ ही हम लोग ये भी किए हैं, लाइट पास होगी तो ये 30 से 100% यहाँ भी लाइट हुआ करेगी। जैसे हमारी ये कार है, हम लोग चार्जिंग पास हुआ है कि डीजल पे चार्जिंग स्टेशन हम क्यों दिए हैं, क्योंकि हमें पता है यूनाइटेड नेशन में बिल पास हुआ है कि डीजल पेट्रोल की गाड़ियां बंद करना है, तो हर एक देश का।
So now this project is discussing its merits of using charging stations. So basically they say that in United Nation the bill has passed that diesel and petrol cars should be banned. So we need to use more electric cars, which are currently developed by Tesla. So it is quite good that these types of projects are using these solutions here.
अपना एक टाइम पीरियड है। भारत का 2030 है, ऑस्ट्रिया का 2025 है। तो भारत का 2030 है तो भारत इस पर भी कितना काम किया हुआ है। भारत में डीजल पेट्रोल के स्टेशन लगभग 60,000 हैं और चार्जिंग स्टेशन लगभग 150 हैं। तो जाहिर सी बात है हम चार्जिंग स्टेशन बढ़ाएंगे तभी हमारे यहाँ इलेक्ट्रिक कारें सक्सेस हो पाएंगी। इसके अलावा हम लोग इरिगेशन सिस्टम दिए हैं। इरिगेशन सिस्टम इसलिए दिए हुए हैं कि मान लीजिए जो बड़े हाईवे होते हैं 6 लाइन के, 8 लाइनें के, 4 लाइनें, उसमें ह्यूमन एफर्ट द्वारा पानी डालने में दिक्कत होती है।
So now he is discussing the last module of this project, which is the irrigation system. So so the project says that for large number, for big highways like 2 lanes or 6 lanes, there is a problem of watering these plants, watering the plants which are in the middle of these highways, which are just placed there. So this system is also automate this system. They are using this basically using an electric motor directly from their sensors, like as you can see here. First
8 लाइनें के 4 लाइनें, उसमें ह्यूमन एफर्ट द्वारा पानी डालने में दिक्कत होती है। तो यहाँ पे हम इरिगेशन में ये देखिए हम लोग जौ की क्रॉप किए हुए हैं। यहाँ पे दिखा रहा है 6% मॉइस्चर, इसीलिए हमारा मोटर ऑन है, ये पानी गिर रहा है। और फिर जब इसे
So they are turning on the motor which is watering these plants by checking the moisture level of the soil. So they have used that copper sensor, and I will discuss each and everything after this demo. After this thing I will discuss how many components are they using and everything, and we will also create our own small prototype of this project so that you guys can also get the code and everything. Let's see first.
पानी गिर रहा है, और फिर जब इसमें पानी जाने लगेगा तो ये मॉइस्चर, जाहिर सी बात है, हम लोग सेट किए हुए हैं 60% पे हमारा बंद हो जाएगा। तो ये हमारा कॉपर सेंसर जब
So water pump will be turned off at 60% moisture level in soil, which is detected by the copper sensor.
इस पे हम पानी डालेंगे तो जाहिर सी बात है 60% से ज़्यादा मॉइस्चर हो जाएगा, और 60% से मॉइस्चर जैसे ही ज़्यादा होगा हमारा मोटर ऑफ हो जाएगा। यहाँ पे ये देखिए 78% मॉइस्चर दिखा रहा है, तो यहाँ
So this is the project. This is the project, and this is quite good project. And you guys should subscribe their channel. I will also subscribe it. They have only one video right now, one or two videos. So support them also. They are making some good projects there. And let's see what are the components they are using, and how you can recreate this project, and let's see. Since they are using smart street light system with the IoT, so I will discuss this IoT part of this project. And before that I will give you the list of items which are used in this project. So first you need these electric motors, DC motors, and a solar panel for power source. DC motors, you need DC motors first, and solar panel. And you require so they basically use their custom PCB, and I think they have used some other microcontroller. They will not use an Arduino or similar kind of thing. They use their own PCB, as you can see there. Let's focus on that first.
उसमें ह्यूमन एफर्ट डाले हैं यहाँ पे। तो यहाँ पे हम इरिगेशन में ये देखिए हम लोग जौ की क्रॉप।
Okay, so they are using Arduino Nano, I think. Yeah, as I can see here, they may use Arduino Nano, but you can use Arduino Nano. And you should use this is basically a relay, 5-volt relay, one channel 5-volt relay. This is used for basically water pump, I think so. And let's Arduino Nano is the microcontroller in this project, and this project is connected to Blink, so they also need Wi-Fi module. So you can use ESP826612E Wi-Fi module with your Arduino board. And for detecting cars, as the car passes here, the lights intensity turned from 30% to 100%. So there should be a sensor here. Let me wait a second. Okay, fine. So there should be a sensor here. So in my opinion, you should use ultrasonic sensor here. They are the best option for this project, for this kind of project. And if your project is this big, you should use ultrasonic. And another option is IR sensor. You can also use LDR here for detecting car. That is not that useful if you are actually implementing the project, because LDR sensors are basically used for detection when they are placed inside the ground, and for using on the electric poles for detecting like straight away, you should use ultrasonic or similar types of sensors. They basically ultrasonic is very good for, because it will not hamper its value in any light condition. So ultrasonic is very good sensor. It's basically work on behind the scene. It is working on ultrasound. So ultrasonic sensors, you need ultrasonic sensors for this project. And some LED lights. These are the LED lights used in their smart street system, smart street light. LED bulb. And after that, I think in a smart light this is enough. And is in charging stations are just for demo, or it's not that it's not in working condition, it's just a demo. And in irrigation system, okay, in irrigation system you need, if you are making irrigation system, it is not basically the part of IoT, it's pure electronics and the project. So you need actually electric DC motor or pump. You will search. Because they need relay, so they are using some no AC motor there, I think so. Since they are using relay in their project, there must be some AC motor pump which is using as an pump. Relay, you can use 5-volt relay, that is enough. 5-volt single channel. I think these are the electronic components used in this project for recreating this project, and that is enough. This is fine. I will add this list of item in my GitHub repository, so you will check that. Fine. So in this IoT session, I will basically recreate not all these things, not the irrigation system or charging point is also not. I am only creating the smart street light system, and how it is sending data, how it's sending data to the cloud, how it's connected to Blink cloud platform, and the application, the Android application, everything. So let's start. So this is the circuit diagram which I have created on Fritzing. So basically the project which I have showed you, the smart street light, which I am going to implement. I am going to implement the project with simple single things, like as this guy have used 3 sensors, 3 LDR, 3 LEDs, 3 electric poles. I am implementing this for single electric pole and single I am using single ultrasonic sensor to detect this car, and everything I will use this for just one electric pole. Fine. So this is the circuit diagram I have created on Fritzing. So we have used as ultrasonic sensor, and this is a push button which is placed on the electric pole. As the push button is basically the panic button. So this push button is basically the panic button, and apart from it we have this LDR sensor. I'm using this LDR sensor which will basically detecting the that brightness, so that we can catch if it is day or night, so that the street light will be turned accordingly. So in this circuit diagram, the uh, push button is used in basically in input pull up mode. We haven't used any 10k register or register with this thing. We have used this pin. Let me focus on it. Okay, we are basically using this pin, the D7, in input pull up mode, which will uh, basically which will make it high, and as soon as anyone presses this button, we will basically detect for low signal. It will always be high and we will detect for low signal. And this red LED is connected with 1k ohm resistor, and the positive end is connected to D5, which is the node MCU. D5 pin is a GPIO pin, and this rail is connected to ground. And apart from it, let's see the connection of ultrasonic sensor. It's VCC, ground, trigger, and echo. These are the 4 pins. VCC is connected to this VIN pin. You know that node MCU, some node MCU, like some, I think, the Amica boards. There are 2 types of node MCU boards, Lolin and Amica. The Amica boards don't have 5 volt supply in there, and this Lolin board you can use 5 volt by simply using this VIN pin and connect this pin to VCC of the ultrasonic sensor, and ground is connected to the ground, and all the VCC and ground should be common. And apart from it, this LDR sensor is basically this is the point. This is the point of LDR sensor and a 10k ohm resistor, and this the middle point, and this middle point is directly connected to A0A. This is the analog sensor, so we are using a single analog pin which is present in node MCU to detect the value of LDR. Fine. And this one pin is connected to 3v3, this 3 volt, the red line connected to red line, and this the 10k ohm resistor, one end of 10k ohm resistor is connected to the ground. Fine. Now let's see these thing on and now connect this thing with me. I am showing my hardware setup. Let me first export this, and I will also share this on my GitHub repository. You need to export it. First save it first, and now export it as image. As PNG, image, JPEG, SVG, PDF. Let's export as PNG. Let's export it in the project directory, where we have also saved our list of electronic item used in this project. I think it should be exported. Yeah, it's here. Let's check it. This is a circuit diagram for this project, specifically this project. And let me close this FreeDSync software and we will directly jump now to the setup. I think it's working. Yeah, fine. So as you can see in the setup, we have this ultrasonic sensor. This is the LDR register, and this one is the 10 ohm register with it, and this electric bulb, a simple LED with a 1K ohm resistor, and this is push button, and there's some jumper wires you will need. So first you need to place this, and fine, and this push button will basically behave as the panic button. So the system is basically for single electric pole for that project, that smart street light system, and this LDR will detect the brightness so that it can easily figure out when is the daytime and when is the night. And it should be, one end should be at 5 volt rail. I think this one is 5 volt, and fine, and one end should be at register which is connected to the ground, and this middle point will give you, basically this middle point should be connected to the A naught of this node MCU. Let me check the session if it is working or not. Okay. So our LDR sensor is connected fine. Let's connect this button. Button is connected to which pin? Let me check. It's connected to D7. So this is D7, and connect one end of it. I think we will use some long wire. We need to use a long wire for it. This D7, and connect here like it. And you also need to connect one of its end to the ground. This is the second rail, is the ground, which is common. Fine. And let's connect the, so we need to connect this resistor with, which is connected to the negative end of LED, to the common ground. Fine, I think it is connected. Yeah, and one end of this LED is connected to which pin? Let's see here. One end, this yellow wire is connected to D5, D6 and D5. Let's connect here, and this is the, in parallel all the lines are connected, and in this horizontal, or you can say the horizontal line, everything is disconnected. The breadboard, you need to understand that. And if you are designing this thing in PCB, then it's fine, you are already an electronic student. And that's now the last thing which we need to connect is ultrasonic sensor. So you can use any pin. The basically one pin for ultrasonic, the important two pins, the trigger and echo. One trigger is I think output and echo is basically input. They are sending a pulse 8 bit. So let's connect it first. VCC and ground, let's connect that. It's very simple. This is the VCC and let me connect it to the VCC and the ground. This is the ground, connected to the second, this one, fine. And echo, what is the echo? Echo is the orange wire connected to D4. Connect echo to D4. This one is echo, connect this to D4, D0, D1, D2, D3 and D4, fine. And a trigger pin. This one is trigger, connected to D3 I think, yeah. The okay, it's a sky blue in color in wiring diagram in our freezing sketch. Make it connection good and don't make any shadow on the top of LDR sensor because it is basically used for detecting the brightness. So all the things are working fine. Now let's write the Arduino sketch, then we will see how the setup will work as we move a thing to this thing. So